made you so happy that I can't so. In this video, I'm gonna react and review the Honkai live performance. I have to say immediately, guys, I don't understand why it's called both Honkai and spin-off. So leave a comment below and explain that to me. I don't understand, like, what's the actual title of this song. But whatever, I promise to react to Honkai then, and I'm guessing this is the same as spin-off. Maybe they have two different, you know, whatever. One thing I love, though, on this YouTube video with Honkai is how people talking about how Akane, the drummer, is so happy. Look here. So you said this right in my last BAND-MAID reaction. I just really love how Akane, the drummer, then, how she's so incredibly happy. She's sitting there, you know. No, but I really love that. I love how she's so incredibly happy in freedom, then, right? I'm guessing she's gonna be very happy as well then in here in Honkai. But yeah, she's like the world's happiest drummer. I really loved it. And as a side note, I got a new mouse today, which is great because my last one was very glitchy, it was very annoying at the video support. But the mouse is great. You can, like, it's claw, hand, fingers, so I'm a claw user, whatever. But what I put out is I love the box, okay? My point is that you have to be happy for the things, you know? I find it so important in life, and I mean it seriously, to be happy for the little things. Look at this box here. So I never bought from this guy before, but open up this, you know, like, it's cool, like a treasure thing. Look at this. Like, I don't know, but it makes me happy, you know. I never bought from this company before. But look how cool this, like, mouse, gaming mouse is, right, you know. It's badass. Come on, am I the only one? I love it. Like seriously, I bought the mouse, and you know, it's like $100 mouse, so it's, you know, mid-expensive mouse, and I'm, you know, I'm excited because it's like a new company, whatever, right? And I'm like, woo, I'm like in the cats, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But seriously, I'm that kind of guy, and I think people really in life need to be happier for the small things, like for the little things, right? And I think that's, for example, in one of my all-time favorite anime scenes, right? Because Mob Psycho, let's below for that episode 1 and 2, I was crying back. I loved it so much. Where it's like, you know, Mob is like, it's the little things, right? When he helps her repair her manuscript, this girl has written the bullies are destroying her manuscript. I'm not spoiling it, but it's a fantastic scene. And he helps her. It's like, it's the little things, you know? It's the little things in life, you know? And I think that's so important in life to cherish those moments, right? I think people are unfortunately really sad in life all the time, right? But I'm never sad. I'm genuinely, like, never sad. And honestly, I think it is because either I'm a psycho, but otherwise it's probably because I'm like, ooh, because I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, oh, this is great. It's like, yeah, and it's probably more like that, I think, that I get happy by just the smallest thing, right, you know? But anyway, let's check out BAND-MAID Honkai. Here we go. Oh, it's like a bass zone in one minute. Yeah. Everyone gets one each, yeah. But I made you so happy that I can't so. That was a great opening. That was really good. But it's like I said, right? It's like, you know, it's I think I'm gonna say it now, guys. Okay, Akane is my favorite now. Yeah, she probably became my favorite band member last, you know, with Frida. But yeah, every time I watch this Honkai now, right, and she's having that beautiful, bright smile, right? Every time the camera passes to her, she's like, yeah! Like, I can't help it now. She's best girl now. Yeah, she's best girl, man. She's become the best girl of BAND-MAID, but I can't help it. She's so happy. It's kind of funny though. She's like the opposite of in Rock Lady, the anime. You know, she's plays then Otto, the drummer. She's more aggressive. She's very aggressive. She feels like the opposite personality. But anyway, let's keep going. I mean, it's a good song, but I will say that the opening clearly was, yeah, it was good. I have to admit that. The first minute was the massive problem. It's interesting, this feels a little bit spontaneous. Yeah, this is the fit was somewhat like rap, yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously this is the best part. There, yeah. Oof, it's smooth, man, it's smooth. Definitely. But I mean, here, she's gonna steal the show with her smiling. I can't help it. Yeah, I was laughing. I see her laughing too. She's just, God. Here, there we go. Yeah. See, I can't help it. She's my best girl now. She looks so happy. I said the exact same thing further to her. Yeah, I mean, it's like she's just way too happy, man. Like I said, I said it in the same video. In even more so in Freedom, then of course like a drum solo, right? But yeah, she has like the most the greatest like goddamn drummer smile that ever been has ever had. Yeah, like she's like, you know, she's like the happiest person on stage ever. It's super yeah. No, but it's awesome. What can I say, right? That is good. I mean, obviously the music itself is what I point out. Obviously, obviously, the actual music, right? The actual performance is good as well. Don't get me wrong, right? I mean, the actual music, the instruments is also well played. But yeah, I have to say that it almost feels like her happiness, her like the energy I feel from Akane, it's kind of like over. I mean, it's hard to explain it, but it almost feels like because she's so happy and she looks so, she enjoys herself so much playing on the stage. It's almost like it almost takes me out of the music, honestly. Almost, yeah. No, it makes it watching it obviously more enjoyable, but it almost makes me like be like, oh my god, she's so happy, like, it's so adorable in some sense, instead of listening to the music. I have to admit it. Yes, it's almost like it takes me out of it. But it takes me out of it. That's a wrong word for it. No, sorry. It's more like it gives me another kind of euphoric kind of feel, yeah. Like instead of maybe necessarily being happy about the music, I like the music too, but it's more like I'm just so happy she's happy. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. It's like she's so happy that it makes me happy. It's really like smitten me. Like I have a crush on Akane now. Yeah, that's how it is. Like I admit it now. I think I fall in love with Akane now. That's kind of how it feels watching it. It's this like stupid thing. Like, oh my god, yeah, she's so adorable. Yeah, God, I'm best girl, man. Like that weird feel to it, right? I guess to me, for example, then because it's airing on finally this week, right? We got Modesty coming back, right? Which is, of course, is one of my all-time favorite animes. And the reason I love Marin-chan so much is because, similar to Akane, she's obviously so happy, extroverted, everything is, again, the little things, She's like the character about just being happy for the small things, She's the kind of character that's like, oh my god, look at this earring, oh my god, it's the best thing ever, And she just kind of, just feels like a super funny character, right? It's probably why I love the anime so much for. Something like that. But anyway, let's keep going. This is really great. This is really great. But yeah, her smiley. Her smile. He's trapping. Oh, it's a really good performance. It's a really good performance. A weird thing here, though. Honestly, though, I think it is. Maybe it's a little bit different, right? Because I'm coming here from like a reaction, sitting in my beautiful house or whatever. I don't know, but it's a really good weather, great sun or whatever. And it's kind of different in some aspects, doing it from your home, so to speak, and doing like one song, per day or whatever. But I do think it does feel a little strange, honestly, having it in the beginning, though. I think that the other band most of the other songs, they kind of have these like solo performance or a duel or whatever, kind of in the middle of them. And I think that normally is better, honestly, because I don't think Honkai is like, oh god, everything after it was just terrible, you see how whatever, right? No. But it certainly felt like, and I think sincerely, that this first, right, like 1 minute 25 second here in the video, this feels like 10 out of 10, it's amazing. And then it's kind of like, the after part is just kind of like, whatever. Or a little bit, honestly, yeah. It's a little bit like it's so peak in the beginning, and then it kind of goes down. That's usually what you want. That's what I mean. You don't want to have this usually to start, right? Because you kind of want to have the peak later, the kind of climax, right? You want to have that, the climax later in the storyline. It's kind of like watching a TV show, right? And episode 1 is the best thing ever, and then the rest of the show is just terrible. It's a bit Detective, for example, that show is terrible. After episode 1, after an air flight scene, everything goes downhill, right? Like that kind of show is like, that's kind of weird, Now, obviously, the bits after this isn't like 0 or 10, of course not. But yeah, if it's a little bit weirder like that, I have to say. I think the other ones, the highlights were more in like the end or in the middle, right? Which I think made the whole song feel a little more complete. That being said, though, I do think it is that you have to mix it up, right? For like a live performance. If every song always have the climax, always have the solo at the same location, that's get repetitive, that gets predictable, right? So I do think it makes a lot of sense in that sense. That's what I meant earlier, that it is obviously kind of different watching like one song. I'm kind of doing, like 1 or 2, maybe 3 songs per week, right? Doing some other bands too, and some other stuff, some other reaction and stuff for that. And like kind of going back into it, right? It gives a very different feeling than, of course, actually being at a performance. listening to all the songs that they're playing for that few hours, right? Obviously, that is very, very different. So I think in a vacuum, right, we only have this song today here, then it feels a little bit, honestly, it might be a little strange having this like amazing peak in the first minute, and then the rest is good, but it's kind of like, I almost kind of expecting it to be again, you know what I mean? I'm always kind of waiting for another solo or a duel coming in later, but it doesn't happen. I think that's a little bit weird in my brain. I was kind of almost waiting for that to happen maybe in 3 minutes after everything. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Because, like I said, I think from a performance, if you're gonna play like 10 songs, right, this is the right thing to do. You can't have them all in the same pattern or whatever. Obviously not, it's terrible. But yeah, as a single standing show, it just felt a little bit weird, honestly. Like it's so good in the beginning, and then you just kind of guess like, well, she did kind of inspire. She did start singing in the middle of the song, which felt like, I'm guessing that is completely, like impromptu. It was always kind of like rap, yeah, something like that. So it did feel a little bit interesting later on as well. But yeah, I think this feels a little bit weird in that sense. Don't get me wrong though. I mean, obviously again, the beginning, especially 10 out of 10, and the rest of the beat is like an 8, right? That's kind of what I mean though. It's like there's an 8, and But I think in the other duels I've seen and or the solos, it's been kind of like the reverse, right? Where it starts with an 8, so to speak, and then it goes into a 10, and it ends with a 10, right? And then that kind of gives you a better feeling afterwards. So I sound super critical now. No, but I just feel like it's a little bit weird. It does feel like somewhat strange, because I don't think any other live performance I've seen from BAND-MAID has done it in this way, where they just have it immediately in the start of it. But like I said, maybe that makes sense though, because you want to have 10 plus songs right performing for this audience, and I'm probably sitting here at home is being like, a little bit detached from it perhaps, right? Now I feel super deep here. Trying to be very diplomatic. No, I don't know. But overall, no, I liked it. First beginning was really, really amazing. Obviously, I have like a huge, I'm smitten by Akane now, clearly though. Yeah, she sharped me so hard last with Freedom, so now I can't see straight anymore. But anyways, the video guys, what do you guys think? Comment below, subscribe to the like button, and I'll see you guys, I think 2 days from now, if I can have Dum Dance opening. I think it'll be great. Oh yeah, a side note, lots of people are writing to me, oh, why haven't you reacted to like Rent a Girlfriend? Because Rent a Girlfriend is like the worst anime of all time. Like, you guys can't pay me enough to watch that. I know it started like 2 hours ago, and I would rather, watch Rent a Girlfriend voluntarily. But I will watch it when they get to that viral scene where I haven't read the manga, of course, but I've seen that scene, right, where he's in the pool and he's like, Netto Rare! Yeah, I will react to Rent a Girlfriend. So see if you know what I'm talking about. Leave a comment below which episode that will be. I will absolutely watch that specific episode. I don't care about what happened before. I just want to see that animated, which is like the worst manga of all time, basically, that particular chapter. That I will react to, guys, when it comes out. But otherwise, no, I'm gonna bother react today. Sorry about that. If you wanted my reaction to Rent a Girlfriend, you know how I feel about it. Well, I guess that's maybe why people want my reaction, because they how much I hate it, maybe. Whatever it is. Anyway, see you guys and have a great day.